What's up, everybody? When did you guys get here?
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Been here the whole time.
A wizard is never late, Theo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Oh, man. This has been good. Welcome to the Weekly Rogues Gallery. I am your special guest host, Theo Snodgrass. Iron oxide is frozen in carbonite.
Again.
But it's a beautiful day.
Yes.
Did he even get out of it the last time? I mean, really? I don't think so.
Theo's
Not
got
really.
his frozen ass locked in a closet somewhere.
It's either he got if he got himself back into it again, I'm gonna have to start wondering if this is a kink of his or something.
Right. Speaking of in the closet. Speaking of in the closet, Professor Savage Dad, you are here with us today. How are you doing today?
I am here with you today. I love being stuck in this moment with you, Theo. I think it's fantastic.
Damn it! Come on!
It's
all right.
It's even better than the real Theo.
Strider, I can see that you feel like you dodged a bullet there with that in the closet joke. I gotta be honest, it was between you and Savage Dad. And the reason he won out is because of his documented history of being gay on this very show. That was why he went out. You, it's just implicit. But I know you want to. I'm sorry though, because I see that I denied you the opportunity to get the first Bon Jovi joke of the night in, or the Bono joke of the night. Is that wrong? I don't. That's the other thing too. I gotta level with you. I'm not getting any of these references. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. This is completely lost on me. I just see that others enjoy it, and so I'm rolling with it.
It's like that scene from Back to the Future. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. So it's like, I guess you aren't ready for this yet, but all the U2 fans in the audience are gonna love it.
Oh, I'm not a U2 fan.
Shout out to U2.
So I just gave the Lord of the Rings spiel for no reason.
Yeah. I just assume all tonight's proceeds are going to some sort of African water charity, given Theo's look. So
right.
So please.
You're sending me water.
Tonight is just my miracle drug.
I don't know.
Vagabond will be getting all of the water that we can.
Somehow we will get
just building a wall of Vagabond's property.
This panel is incredibly difficult to direct. I see what Iron talks about privately and in angry tones with many curse words. You people are hard to wrangle. Holy shit.
That's entirely his fault. He's supposed to take charge of this.
Hey, he gets it done
in
various ways.
Strider, how have you been? What is your I didn't give you a chance to say anything. I just talked the whole time you were supposed to be talking. What are you up to?
Not doing a whole lot. Just still here on Rogues, and then every once in a while, what was that? And then every once in a while accompanying your fine self at on Touch Grass.
Hey, shout out to my show, Touch Grass, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Which I might be able to go to. There's an Asian fest I'm going to, so I might be.
Ooh, so Strider will not be there. He's going to be at some kind of anime girl thing, I'm hearing.
Actual Japan, but no, it's all day, so I'll go in the morning, so I'll make it back for Touch Grass.
Is it Japan Fest?
Asia, guys.
Right.
Japan Fest, down in Houston. At a Japanese garden.
Okay, our Japan Fest happens later this month, I will be there.
I knew you will, buddy. I knew that before you even said. I knew. Speaking of Asian girls, here with us, the host of the I Swear It's Not Hentai podcast, the Runaway Vagabond. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Just missing Dragon Con already. Can't wait for next year.
Oh, that's right. You just got back from Dragon Con. You might have some kids on the way.
I wish. It was a lot of walking. I probably walked like over 100,000 steps.
Holy shit!
Hotel room.
And then, because a friend of mine, he was counting his steps. He was like 80,000 something. God. I was like, well, I know I walked way more than he did, so I'm probably like 100,000 something steps. And then, other than that,
Now, did anybody step on you?
Not this time, but I did get a Catwoman to wrap her whip around my neck as
I saw pictures of that. That was.
Did anyone step on you? No, but not for lack of trying.
It was a valiant effort.
Did you misgender anyone at Dragon Con?
I probably did, but I don't care.
Did they bitch about it?
So Dragon Con, okay, it is in Atlanta, but I think everyone's too wasted for anything to happen. There is some TDS that you'll see, because it was like I was at a Planet of the Apes watch party thing or whatever, right? Well, okay, there's 2 video rooms where you could 24/7. One room is just nothing but anime, 24/7, and the other room is just nothing but old movies. But if you want to rest your feet, you just go in there and just chill out, and it's real quiet in there. Well, it was the old school Planet of the Apes, the one where the people can speak through their minds and shit, and they have a cult for the atomic bomb. And while the guy's talking about what the cult's all about, this random guy walks in the middle of it and goes, "This is what Trump's trying to turn America to."
Oh, fuck.
And like,
What a fucking loser.
Always gotta have that extra piece.
Who would fucking ruin? I can't imagine ruining a good time with a rant about Donald Trump. I can't imagine doing that.
It happens.
But there was a person walking around with a cart full of Plan B. I did take a picture of that.
Oh, fuck, dude. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Now, hear me out. That's actually a brilliant business idea.
Right. No, that's true. We got to make sure these degenerates don't breed.
I mean, yeah, but if you buy them for maybe what, $30-$40, you sell them at a premium for maybe 50 to 60.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little too late.
Where else are they going to go? They're not going to leave the con. They're not going to lose their parking spot. They're not going to take like an hour away from the con to go get it at Walgreens over that might That's a good idea.
You might be able to DoorDash it. You know, I know you can DoorDash condoms.
Well,
you can.
Yes.
I mean,
well, I know Postmates. I used to be one of the first 100 people at Postmates.
Yeah.
And people were Postmating whippets in San Diego, but
so I'm saying anything is possible if you just believe.
Delivered.
Thank you. Speaking of anything being possible if you just believe, our resident Make-A-Wish kid, Full Metal Nate, is here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Had a really good day today. Just got done watching a movie with the family and having family night. You know, it's crazy. Fridays are usually family nights.
Yeah.
You know, here at my aunt's house. So usually before I'm here, I'm in there like 3 hours beforehand, like eating dinner and watching a movie or playing cards or just, you know, doing something. And then I come out here and I hang out with you beautiful people.
That's great. Now, do you have any big projects that are launching coming up that you want to talk about at the top of the show?
Sure. Curse of Strahd is returning this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. EST.
Whoa, big news.
Yes.
Big news.
So the journey to destroy Strahd and free Barovia continues. I'm hoping to finish that probably maybe into the beginning of next year. I've still got a lot of gas in the tank I want to take care of, but
Awesome.
Campaign 2's on the horizon, and I'm working on a second D&D show. So hopefully that will sometime after.
Ooh, got a lot of stuff coming up. Speaking of got a lot of stuff coming up, Drunk Emerald Arrow is here. 99 overall producer. Friend, comrade, and countryman. What's up, man? What are you into these days?
Well, tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow. Yeah, we're finally bringing back insert title here next week. Tomorrow.
That's what I heard. Coming back after the short hiatus to launch the new season. That's exciting.
Yeah, we're finishing up some finishing touches. So readjusting the intro a little bit. I've made some new backgrounds, a couple overlays, and so we're ready to start off the air quotes new season and the new time, 7 p.m. PST on Saturdays.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Kind of a slow news week, though, right, guys? Not a lot going on.
No.
Nothing happening at all.
I'm just laughing at that trans guy at the Ren Fair doing the reverse. It is man.
Yes. Can we pull up before? Because honestly, dude, I'm so sick of talking about news. I've been doing news this whole week. Can we just have a moment together where we talk about this Troon at the Ren Fair? Can we bring up the Troon at the Ren Fair footage? Who's got it?
Do it.
Who's got it?
Do it.
I put the link in our chat.
Wait, why are you asking everyone else for the link? Don't you usually have these links there?
Shut up! I don't.
I'll pull it up. It's flip from drama alert, so it's only about a minute long. And it leaves out.
Doesn't matter.
Stuff, but
that's the optimal length. Sometimes it's not the the size of the clip. It's how you use it.
I mean, let's face it. We're
Hold
only
on.
like.
I'm gonna send this to Emerald. Give me a second. I got it.
Oh, you got
Hold
it.
on.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I am a professional. I am a professional. We're doing stuff.
Bondo's a professional, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
That's right. This is great. Okay, to set this up, do you guys remember? It's Ma'am, legendary clip, Troon at the GameStop, clearly a man, not even really trying to pass in a confrontation. This is what I'm saying. You take the most mentally unbalanced men in the country and then you pump them full of the hormone that makes women crazy. That's a terrible idea. That's a bad thing to do to people. That's going to have
men, not just men, middle-aged men. Like men in their 50s pushing 60 easily.
Not good.
For some reason,
Not good.
Which is normally when women reach their absolute peak agreeableness. Am I right?
You know, you know what's crazy? Once you pump all these 50-year-old men with all these hormones and drugs, they all come out looking like derivative clones of Chris Chan for some reason.
No,
it's really weird.
Yeah, you know what they remind me of is Danny DeVito as the Penguin. You know what I mean? Like, it's just they're just kind of greasy and vaguely sinister. Go ahead and pull this one up. Actually, that's a great intro for this clip. See what I'm saying?
Just as aggressive too.
You see what I'm saying? Just greasy and vaguely sinister, like with a sickly palo.
Can we also point out the other symptom of the problem here? A woke white woman sitting next to him, obeying his every bidding.
Right, because she's kind of co-signing this behavior, as you'll see. Go ahead and play the clip, and then we'll go from there.
Probably his lesbian lover.
Is he wearing a corset?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he ran over there.
Now, did anyone catch that?
Oh, you're a she? Oh, sorry.
You have to turn up the volume a little bit.
It's as loud as it's gonna go.
Sometimes you don't know.
Oh, but okay, so basically,
You don't get to misgender me. I just told you that.
oh, now he accidentally used the wrong pronouns for
Just said I'm sorry, sir.
corset guy.
Yeah, he's just I'm sorry. He's kind of on the spectrum.
Yeah, me too. That's no fucking excuse. Fuck it.
How was I talking to
Yeah.
you? Was I being rude? I don't think I said anything rude. 65? Do we get like a 2-for-1? No? Even if we're buying 2? Okay. I'm sorry. Well, that's okay.
That interaction just got hostile in a hurry.
Fuck, I'm so no. That was actually a slip. That was actually a slip. I'm sorry. That was actually a slip. That was a slip.
Now, to be fair, these two guys are nuisance streamers.
Oh, gotcha. So they're doing this on purpose.
Well, but the thing is, they wouldn't. It would be so much easier on everybody if this Troon didn't have this reaction. Now, notice something. I don't know. In the first 5 seconds,
What
by
the
the way,
fuck?
the woke white woman sitting next to him.
Hold on, let me bring that back up.
Immediately.
I'm gonna bring that back up.
Yeah. First 5 seconds. He'll be with you in a minute. She gets to do it, but these two guys, including a black man, don't get to do it. One's an Asian guy with a black man. So the white woman gets to misgender him, but
And the whole time this confrontation is happening, she's just as soon as it starts to get awkward, she just goes on her phone to just like zone out and pretend it's not happening.
he said he'll tell you. So why does she get to do it and they don't? Why does he get all aggressive and up in their faces?
I can think of at least 2 reasons why why she gets to do it. And he doesn't. Well, one of the reasons is that's where she's got those dollar bills stuffed, and the other one is right next to it. That's the reason she gets to say whatever she wants.
That's what allows you
Okay, well, look at him. He's Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Okay, so you got to think what his standards are. All right.
Yeah, a girl who could be my daughter. I'm totally in a lesbian relationship with her, sure.
Looking like a background character from the Wiggles or something. I don't fucking know.
Not a good situation. Not a good situation.
And he could have wasn't better. This was like the Minnesota Renaissance Fair. So I mean, as if that state could not get any more like blue pill bedwetting bullshit.
Well, even if it wasn't nuisance streamers just walking up to these, two classy individuals and provoking them. I mean, even just some random Joe Schmo could have walked up there and done the exact same thing, and they still would have had the exact same reaction.
Yep.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, here's the other problem. You're at a Renaissance fair, which you're supposed to be like
Yeah, you're gonna be
traditional
dressed up.
European. Well, not that.
Yeah.
It's just you're supposed to be in the time period, and in that time period, there's no transgenders. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The girls
Men in
too,
corsets
she
will
looked like-
either
yeah.
be like a court jester skit, or they be in a gibbet somewhere.
Well, the reason there were no transgenders back then is because if you even like attempted to say that you were a woman trapped in the body of a man, the first thing they would do is take you out back and behead you.
They
Yes, or
burned
they
Joan of
drill a
Arc for
hole
less,
inside
by
of
the
your
way.
skull to let the demons out. That's another therapy they would provide as well, which might have been, something we should return to. Maybe that would be effective these days. Can we just start drilling holes in their heads to let the demons out of it? That might actually. work.
We just need to bring
Based.
back stoning.
Based. We got to bring back
Yeah.
something. We got to bring back
Something
something. Did I tell you? Okay. Did I tell you guys my theory about this? Like with this, this BDSM is like super popular right now, and so like women
What?
want to get like paddled and choked and tickled and
They've
tied
been
up and
wanting
all
that
this
for
shit.
a very
So
long
my theory on that is that they're like craving medieval punishments because they know they're out of pocket.
No,
That's my theory. Do you guys think I'm right?
No, my theory on that is that they lacked actual fathers in their lives, and they're looking for that kind of discipline.
Right, dude. There's a
That-
lot of
that's
chicks
the
who want to
whole
get spanked.
eroticization of fathers, this whole daddy gross bullshit, is simply
Yeah.
because so many people grow up without a father in the home. It's a fucking fetish now. It's like a niche thing because they're so used to not having a dad and like, oh my god, a dad. That makes me feel weird and I don't understand it. It must be dirty.
Well,
My-
usually in BDSM stuff, like it's usually the woman that takes control. I think part of the reason why they do it is,
You would know, right, Vagabond?
yes, I would know. No, but usually, okay. So if you ever seen like a gay couple or whatever, it's usually the ones being the man and the other ones being not the man.
Yeah.
So this is a chance for the not the man to be like in charge or whatever.
Mm.
It's like, so they're taking the women's position or whatever. That's what I think. It's more into the illusion is like, oh, okay, it's time I can say I'm a woman or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I believe it. It's funny. Like every lesbian couple has the more mannish one, and then the more feminine one. You think if you were the more feminine one, you'd just want to go for a man, but I don't know.
Maybe.
What?
I don't.
Well, yeah.
understand.
Usually, like the when it's a straight couple, the female is usually the one taking charge and being dominant for a change. So I think, but in their role playing of, oh, I'm a girl, they're trying to be like, oh, well, I need the girl's position in this thing too, in the relationship.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it has something to do with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. There is something to this idea. So, okay, some trans people are like autistic people who are confused and they're seeking social validation. And some trans people are definitely just perverts. And this guy strikes me as the pervert variety. Am I wrong? Because they don't just dress up as regular women. Because we know what regular women wear like baggy shirts and sweatpants to the grocery store. That's not what the Trudes do.
No.
That's not what they dress up like the girls they used to jack off to. They dress up in like the porniest fucking costumes ever. He's sitting there in a leather corset. What? Well, I know it's a Ren Fair, all right, but you don't have to dress like a slut at the Ren Fair. I guess you do. I guess if you're gonna go to the Ren Fair, you might as well dress like a slut. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you're a woman, so I've been to like umpteen Ren Fairs everywhere. I have
Of
never.
course, I'm not surprised by that.
Obviously, I have
No
a Bell County
surprises,
Comic Con shirt on here. Like I went halfway between Waco and Austin for a Comic Con. Obviously, I've been to Ren Fairs, but I even have a costume. But that's neither here nor there. But I've never seen a man dress in. Either I haven't noticed or I just haven't. I don't think I've ever seen a man dress in drag there. Now at anime conventions, it happened all the fucking time. But at Renaissance fairs, I don't see any of that because it's like when. But what I usually see the women being the put out their chest, kind of dressing like tavern wenches. It's a fetish for them. Women get to dress like tavern wenches, and men get to dress like barbarian warriors, and it's great.
Cool.
It's like this is kind of a return to traditional gender roles, and I actually kind of like this, even though this is fantasy.
I can't wait for Curse
remember
Straw
too,
Sunday.
these guys are trying to blur the lines between what is a man and a woman.
Yeah.
And so, because that's how come they can't give you an exact definition. It's like, well, a woman's whoever feels like is a woman. Well, that's not a fucking. That's not what a definition is. Stupid.
There's the word
A woman is very,
definition.
very easy. All throughout nature, they have uteruses.
If
You
it's
think
all
you're a
about role
mammal.
playing, can we? I don't know. Stone the witch.
That's you know what's crazy? It's
In
crazy because
Minecraft.
it's crazy in this environment. It's like my thing is like if you're gonna get, it's fine if you want to like dress like a woman at the Renaissance Fair or whatever. I'm not tripping about that, but it's crazy to me that this guy's got a bug up his butt about getting somebody not clocking him as a woman. Like, does he own a mirror? Did he check before he left the house? It was like, oh,
Dude.
yep, still look like a dude, just did a corset now. I'm probably gonna get called he today. Does he ever leave his house and not get called he?
No, it never happens. Dude, look, did you see the face? Like, if you bring it back up, the face of the girl that was in the booth behind him.
Hold on, can we bring it back up, Emerald?
He's
Well,
like,
Hold on.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what.
she's
You know,
so grossed
they
out.
think it in his head, he looks like fucking Megan Fox, and he's the hottest thing on planet Earth. So when someone doesn't look at him and
Face of hers,
you know
he's like,
confirm that, of
Okay,
course he loses
look,
his mind.
He's like really like not very well lit, so it's kind of dark. And even if I squint a
Yeah.
little, like that's
looks
just
evil.
not a woman. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not trying to be an asshole here. That's just not a woman. I would never.
Right.
No.
My first instinct would not be to call that person she. Like,
And the one on
No,
the right
absolutely
doesn't
not.
even look like a woman. That looks like a teenage boy.
No, she looks like a girl. It just
I don't think so.
The hips don't
hold
lie
on.
in this case. But
Yeah, so
But,
like I see a girl in her. I think what's happening, Chet's probably her once used to be husband or some shit, and he decided
She looks
she's
a little
being
young to be married to whatever that is.
This looks
Well,
like
whatever.
Riley and mint salad.
well because I know a person where he was married. He transitioned and changed his name to Emily. He still had wife and kids, and his wife was just being supportive, quote
what
unquote,
the fuck?
whatever
I would
that
disown
means.
I would disown.
What
the
is that?
shit.
Okay,
Oof.
what is that, bro? I just.
That's a
If you-
fucking nightmare.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Where you're the
Yeah, I don't get
you
that.
know, because that happens.
She's-
That's what
she's
what's his
fucking
name
the
from
wrong guy.
that's what what's his name from Mr. Beast's show did. Like he had like a wife and children, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be a girl
See,
now."
That was the thing, though. He wasn't, because his sister even came out and talked about that. He says he transitioned. He just had a fetish for wearing women's clothes. Like he used to put his sister's clothes on and beat off in them.
What is wrong with these people?
That guy was fucked.
Fucking
And all
hell!
the-
Well,
Mr.
but no,
Beast,
but I-
did you hear
but
all the
I-
shit that came out about that guy. There was some.
Yeah.
That guy is not well and should not. I mean, he left
Yeah.
Mr. Beast's shit because Mr. Beast couldn't keep him around, even though he claimed he was still a friend. But no, dude. After like the Discord started getting exposed and his encounters that he was having virtually with like 15-year-olds and shit. Like, nah.
Insidious Chapter
That
2
guy
was
was
ahead of
fucked.
its time.
Not a good situation. Not a good
Yeah.
situation.
But a lot of times, I guarantee you, is the case with this guy. He's probably not allowed. He's not probably not allowed within 50 feet of a school, or is about to not be allowed within 50 feet
Yeah,
of a school.
I was gonna say if he still
Because-
is, it's because the FBI hasn't got his hard drive yet.
or the case is still ongoing. He has yet to actually be sentenced.
Ooh.
Or
That's
plot
why he's
twist.
so- Cats at the Ren Fair and dresses like a
troon.
troon.
Being
Or
around
plot-
him, too.
Or plot twist. This is just a disguise, and the FBI is currently looking for him at the moment as we speak.
Like,
Now that would be kind of
Dude.
funny, actually.
I'm not gonna not to be like offensive to all Ren Fair people, but the vast majority of Ren Fair people that work Ren Fairs are fucking gypsies, dude.
They are.
Like that term or not, that's what they are, and quite a number of them probably have a criminal rap sheet or are running from something somewhere. That's why they travel all over the country doing it. They're literal gypsies.
Hi,
Yeah, it
we're
does-
looking. Hi, we're with the FBI, and we're looking for Austin. My name is Autumn. Get it right.
All right,
it's-
Autumn, you're under arrest for the assault of three 12-year-old girls.
No, well, it's,
You have the right
It-
to remain silent, Autumn. Anything you say or do, Autumn, can be used against you in a court of law. when you're about to
Autumn.
be-
oh man. Yeah, well, Red Fairs are magnets for like theater kids that washed out of society and ended up in polyamorous relationships. Like that's
Well,
the type
I'm
of
not
people.
a theater kid, and I plan to go to Ren Fairs.
Oh, Ren Fair's kick ass. They got some good. You got some good tobacco, good booze. It's especially at the Texas Ren Fair. It's gigantic. It's great.
But people be fucking though, right? And
Oh,
would you be
100%.
surprised? Would you be surprised if you saw polyamorous people at a Ren Fair?
Oh no, I see them. I see them all the time.
There it
And
is.
They're macking on each other right in front of me. Like I'm trying to finish my turkey leg, man. I don't. This is hot and everything. I'm not drunk enough to enjoy this.
Nah, Theo's got a point. I took a theater class when I was in high school, and about half of the class is either now in prison or they look like these two.
Yeah, dude. For some reason, a lot of theater kids are getting taken out by the LGBTQ virus.
All of them are. My wife was a theater kid in high school, but she was like she did set building. But all of her friends from theater, the vast majority of them are actually no, that's right. One of them was her friend.
You're very low.
Ended up in a polycule. So that tracks 100% for me. I can attest to real life scenarios where that happened. But besides that, yeah, most of them ended up completely fucked up weirdos.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they were in a very wealthy part of town where they had every advantage in life to live on the quote white privilege side of life, quote. And none of them seemed to succeed at doing that. Theater took it all from them.
Which is weird because the theater has long attracted specifically gay people, like all across the board. Like some of the greatest writers, some of the greatest producers, composers, actors in theater, whether Broadway or otherwise, have always been gay. It's been a very accepting environment, but it's turned forward.
Well, the reason why is because they're pretending to be something that they're not. Which is the whole ploy is to pretend they're a woman. So, they're going around acting that high pitched voice they do. It's like we all seen it. Where it's like you'll see like the old school tranny. You see them from behind and you catcall them on accident because they had long hair, and they turn around and like, I'm gay or whatever with a deep voice or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not into women. It's like that scene from White Chicks. Hold my poodle, dog. Hold my poodle.
I mean, like, no offense to anyone's gay, but I don't know. I feel like it's all an act.
Yeah. Once again, the only people who are doing this transition shit, they're either gay themselves or they're just a bunch of pedophiles.
Normal people don't dress or look like this.
No.
But I love that comment here. But both shots from the waist up, and the dude on the left looks like James Spader in drag.
He does. Oh fuck. That's like Bub Day to be that guy, man, getting made fun of on the internet.
Well, here's the other problem. Even if I'm looking at the guy right now, right?
Yeah.
Like he just looks like he's John Elton, and he decided to wear a corset.
He looks like
Elton John. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm telling. Well, yeah, they all got that kind of like unhinged affect. Like they're all like this close to freaking out all the time. That's the part that actually worries me. Is the fact that they're this close to freaking out at all times, and that so many of them have freaked out so catastrophically, like that.
Like I mean, I'm just saying. Like I'm looking at him. If you ignore the corset and just look from the head up or whatever, right?
I don't want to ignore.
Okay, he might just be a regular old gay guy to me.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I would call him sir. You know,
yeah.
Called him a homo back in the day and moved on. My wife had to stop and correct me. There are two people from her high school days in theater that did actually make something out of their life. Kellen Lutz, apparently, and Jared Hedlund made something out of their lives. So they were actors in relatively popular movies.
He was in Twilight. That doesn't exactly make your point.
He was. Well, it wasn't, but he's still an obnoxiously pretty fucking man. So
he is.
That guy, but,
looks like a statue.
I went to high school with him. It's like Jesus.
Well, I mean, everyone in Twilight is a statue strider, so.
Especially,
she also attended Latin Club with him as well. She was
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Any trainees in Latin Club?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know either. I'm investigating.
That would have been more of a Greek club thing, I think.
That would make more sense.
That's an antiquities joke. But that would be interesting. A Latin club. I wonder what kind of people that would produce. Because you'd have to be kind of nerdy, but also pretty intelligent to do Latin. Because there'd be reason you're taking Latin. So I can't imagine you'd want to Turn yourself into a
Okay, well
complete
that's the
vegan.
other thing too, because there's another
Oh.
category. I think like the thing that worries me about the trans thing is the autistics are getting absolutely taken out by this thing.
Yeah.
That's
And
because the schools are putting it on them, dude. This is
yeah,
this is how they're taking the autistics out of the gene pool. It's 100% what they're doing to them. They're making it so that they are sterilized. This is how they're sterilizing autistic
yeah,
children that are
it
born
does
today.
kind of feel that way.
Mhm.
It does kind of
absolutely
feel that
what they're
way.
doing, dude. I'm 100%
Well-
convinced that's the shit they're fucking doing, dude.
Yeah, so here's what I also think is going on. It's like besides blurring the lines, it's what a male and female is. They're based. I think what's also going on is like you have like the tom girls or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean the tomboys or whatever, and then maybe the kid was just gonna grow up to be gay or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
then you're telling them no, they need, instead of just being gay, you need to be trans or some shit.
And that necessarily wouldn't happen either. My high school girlfriend was a complete nutter tomboy, and I loved it, and it was adorable. She didn't turn gay as far as I know at all. She certainly
Well,
wasn't
you
gay
get what
when I
I'm
knew
saying.
her.
Like, there's no such thing as tomboys anymore.
Yeah, no.
It's quote
Yeah.
unquote. But
have to be
what
on the
they're doing
LGBT
too
spectrum.
is maybe like we all in high school knew someone that was a little off to the fruity side or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe that person would have just been a normal gay dude or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
then here comes the like, oh, the autism tranny police or whatever, and they're like, oh, well, no, that means you need to cut off your junk and turn to this shit instead.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude,
crazy.
Like
They want to
based
recruit so
gay
badly.
based gay guys probably hate trannies more than even normal people.
That's
Because
true.
they're
Oh.
chopping out their fucking dating pool, dude. They're out there ruining it for them, and they're like they're not gay dudes aren't dating trans men.
Nobody's
what's her
dating
name?
trans men.
Ellen Page is not dating like a gay dude. Guy isn't into that, or whatever the Elliot Page, whatever the fuck he calls himself. Like gay dudes aren't into that. They're interested in other fucking dudes, and lesbians aren't interested in trans women. It's not happening. There is a vast crevasse between the L
No.
and the G and the fucking T, dude.
So I had a lesbian homegirl when I lived in San Diego, and she on the lesbian dating apps, that's where the trans men are. So the girls that were turning to men, they were dating
Yup.
like lesbian women, just like the trans women, they tend to date gay men because that's what they have access to. That's what will say yes to them, and they're setting themselves up. That's the thing. You're setting yourself up in a situation where you're going to have a really hard time finding social acceptance, and that's definitely true, and it's a huge bummer. But I think where they're trying to go is that I have to have unlimited sympathy for the fact that they have a hard time finding social acceptance. And that's hard for me to do because I don't feel super socially accepting towards it. So, you know what
Well,
I
the thing
mean?
is, nobody does. I mean, that
It's
whole
just
thing has
uncomfortable.
fallen out of favor. That whole bullshit has fallen out of favor
Yeah.
so quickly. And the minute they started gunning for kids, that's the minute that everyone's like, "Fuck you, I'm out of here."
Well, that's what the reality of this idea of a trans, when they talk about there's a trans genocide. What they really mean is the fact that we're keeping children away from this shit because that's the only way they perpetuate it. Otherwise, it breeds itself out of existence in a generation or two.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of lesbians,
Who are these people? Oh,
Oh,
her.
Was that the girl from Kick-Ass and somebody else?
we lost
From
another
Pleasant-
one.
from
Fuck.
Pleasant View Summer.
To be fair, Nate, I don't think you had a shot anyway.
You know, Chloe Grace Moretz
Hey.
is not a bad looking woman. I'm just saying.
No,
She's
no,
not.
she's not. She should play D&D with us. Did you invite her?
She was funny.
See, that's why she's a lesbian now. You missed your shot.
Yeah,
Should have DM'd her.
I could have saved her. Fucking
That
hell.
was that close. It was that close, Nate.
Hasn't she been gay for a while?
No, but I think, listen.
Hold on. It was never confirmed, but there were always rumors because she was always very secretive about her love life. And it started, and once it came out that she was basically just saying, look, I don't want people looking at my love life. That's my business. People started to started to speculate about whether or not she was lesbian.
You certainly know a lot about this woman.
It was all over the place at one point. What do you mean?
Okay, I think Nate could turn her. What do you guys think? I think if Nate pulled up in the Nissan Altima, I assume he drives, wearing the right amount of Axe body spray, I think he could. I think he could turn this woman.
I mean, if JoJo Siwa can shrug off her lesbian face, I'm sure.
Actually,
I think that Nate could set her straight. Nate, you can fix her.
Let the record show I drive a Toyota Camry. Please get it right.
Damn, that's a fucking upgrade. There we go.
That's pretty close.
That's pretty classy.
I don't drive no Nissan Altima like a pussy.
I mean,
Fuck that.
I would have thought a Corolla.
Oh man.
Look at you.
Oh man.
That's a very
Okay.
I can't tell which is the butch in this.
No, this
very
picture is
manly.
very Seattle coded. This picture smells like Seattle.
You're telling me that this picture smells like fish, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. It's like Pike.
Wait. Their hats say Camp MIA, so they're both missing in action?
Oh jeez.
I have no idea.
I don't know. What?
It's unfortunate because Chloe Grace Moretz as a kid, she's a cutie pie. So it's like
It was good. She was a good actress.
Time has not been good, and I mean she's probably been passed around Hollywood umpteen times, but like time has not been good to that family.
Yeah.
Anybody in Hollywood at that age got passed around Hollywood pretty.
I mean, the last thing I saw her in was like that awful live-action Tom and Jerry movie they did a couple years ago.
Wow, you just watch everything she does. Oh, well, hey, you got a chance. 3/4 of lesbian marriages end in divorce. You might be able to catch her on the rebound. 60% of lesbian marriages end in knockout.
You caught me. I am a fan of her work.
We're not having to go to ref for a decision. Those ones usually end up not.
No, dude.
Well, some additional
by U-Haul.
Some additional breaking news is that Chloe is now going to be the official face of the U-Haul brand.
Oh.
I'm about to say who made the U-Haul? Which one of the two made a U-Haul? Made the U-Haul
Wait
reservation?
until these two do their Subaru Outback commercial. It's going to be
Crazy.
Holy shit.
Crazy. Why?
Why do the coolest cars end up being like the gayest ones? Like Subarus are actually really good. They're really nice cars.
Fantastic.
No.
It's not, but those things will last a while. I think with Volvos. Have you been inside a Volvo? It's beautiful, but it's like people drive those.
I will be a Toyota guy until I'm dead.
Man.
Right.
But
I rented cars for a living for a year and a half. I know my vehicles.
But a Subaru Impreza might be a cool dude's car. A Subaru Outback is for lesbians to transport carpet.
Okay, listen.
No. Hey, hold on. As a Subaru owner that identifies as a lesbian,
preach.
I will say that the lesbian vehicle of Subarus is actually the Forester.
Yeah, that is. What one do you have, Emerald?
I have the Ascent.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever shown a picture of my car. Let me see if I can find it.
I will say, as a road comic in the Pacific Northwest in the wintertime, when I was driving my Honda Accord in like 2 foot of snow through rural Oregon, I was just getting passed on the left by Subarus constantly. I'm telling you, these vehicles perform. That's Oregon. That's where they make lesbians.
Well, that's true, but I will say the two states that the #1 sold vehicle brand is Subaru.
Colorado.
That is Washington and Colorado.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado makes sense. That checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
plenty
Well,
of
because
lesbians
it's the gnarly winters. Honestly,
Yep.
that's what does it. That's what turns you. So I saw a guy. His car. He hurt his back, so he couldn't move his car for a while. And there's a big snowstorm, so his car was buried under a snowbank. And I went to go help him dig it out, and he just basically brushed off the door, got into the car, started it, and just drove it out of the snowbank. It was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
See, as
That's my car.
Heterosexual
Noise.
Chevy Silverado driver, I don't worry about any of those things because I have both clearance and 4-wheel drive.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
You think that stop
And
me
that's
from
the
doing
so gnarly winters obviously make people into lesbian Subaru owners.
Based.
But I got out of that comment.
So cold weather creates lesbians. Interesting.
That's what does it. That's what happened to Chloe Grace Moretz. So sorry, Nate. You got to keep him hot.
Yeah. Here's my first car. Like the Camry wasn't even my first car. This was my first car. It was
Dodge.
Oh, the Dodge.
Dodge,
Journey.
At
Yeah.
least it wasn't a
Is that the Journey
Jeep.
or is that the, what was that called?
I had a Jeep.
it was a
for while.
Caliber. It was a Dodge Caliber.
Oh, the Caliber. Yes, the Dodge
Yes.
Caliber. I remember. That
Yeah, this
might
was
have been
a-
a Mitsubishi under the hood.
This was a 2007 one. My uncle actually gave
That's
this to
older.
me. I didn't have to make any payments on it or anything. They discontinued the Caliber in like 2012 for some
Yep.
reason. Like I think they cited like they all had like transmission issues. I never had issues with my Calibers, so I don't know.
My first car was a 1973 lime green Volkswagen Super Beetle that I had to rebuild
Oh, yeah.
myself. I bought it from a guy I worked with for $50 because he didn't have a title for it, and it took me like a fucking year to bond it out. I
Mhm.
loved that car though, dude. I did all sorts of things in that car while I learned.
Speaking
to drive.
of cars, this is actually a great transition. Did you guys see Drewski
Transition.
went to that race in Whiteface?
jumped
Did
me
you
in
guys
Yeah.
see it?
Yes.
Well, before you pull that up, I one last thing about the Subarus, and is the whole point that I brought up
Good for lesbians.
again. Here's the evidence. Okay?
You're underwater. We lost you.
My partner and I love our Ford.
No, this is not real.
Oh god.
This is not real, is it?
I mean, I'll give that to the Forester.
We
on
love the
idea of
attractive.
back end.
We love its attractive butch look. We enjoy the manly engine growl. It's a lot of room to
Oh,
fit our
okay.
golden retrievers, or the signs and banners for the Pride Parade. The Subaru Forester, the perfect car for our alternative
So
lifestyle.
I see what the difference is here. The Forester is for butch lesbians. The Outback is for the lipstick lesbians. That's the difference.
Oh my
Either way,
God.
like the Forester, because butch lesbians, they have more carpet. The Forester's rear end has more carpet. All of this checks out.
Also, Forest.
Well, I'll tell you what it
Mhm.
really is. They need the extra space in the car, so when they get the divorce, they can pack all their shit and leave.
Yep, exactly. And they've got more stuff to take because their clothes are bigger.
I know these are just jokes, but they ring very, very true,
Are
very,
they?
very
Are they,
often,
though?
and they're
we
more
say them
clever,
tongue in
snide
cheek with a
references
smile
to
and a
real
laugh.
life facts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that that's, it's funny, but it's true.
If that celebrity marriage ends in divorce, I just hope it's not due to domestic abuse, but the odds are not in their favor.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Why do you think women can't keep their hands off each other? Is it because they're so insufferable? And moreover, should men get more credit for not hitting women?
It's that Jezebel
also
spirit,
usually
man.
they-
They
Well,
need to fight
I'll
it.
tell you what it is. You got one nagger in the relationship. Well,
Whoa.
now there's two
What'd you
naggers in the relationship.
wait? What'd you call me?
Yep. But yes, I would say yes. Vagabond is right there, but you know what else it is? It isn't just that. They are so angry and frustrated because at the end of the day, they need dick. Women need it, and
Yeah.
all this rubbing and squishing that they try to do to make up for it doesn't satisfy them.
All the
way
Play-Doh
Yeah,
noises. You
okay.
make.
Here's the thing.
of man will do.
They need somebody to knock the crazy out of them. It's true. It's not a nice thing, but it is true, and they're not going to act right if it's not happening. And a lady can't do it. You need the
Exactly. If they haven't had their service,
Dude, you are like,
Oh, fuck,
I
we're
can't
losing
hear
a
him.
you.
little itchy.
Yeah, we're
Did you miss that one? Sorry, I was saying if they don't get their cervix punched at least 2 or 3 times a week, they're not. It straightens them back out. They calm down.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that feeling that I needed is there.
Yes.
smacking the dog on the nose.
Yes.
making behave.
we don't have to share that. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
There we go.
That's one of the funniest episodes of that show.
Damn nagging.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. All right. This is. Oh Jesus. All right. This is.
Wow, Theo is host while Iron's channel gets struck.
Yeah, this is great. Awesome.
By the way,
Oh
the
man.
word didn't even get said or suggested.
God damn it. Oh man. Sorry, Iron, if you're watching at home. That's my bad.
I'm like
Not
ruining
watching
Iron's
the black
brand
guy
right
said
now.
it. It's
To get
okay.
that Iron feed going. Remember, twins, Iron. Iron. And
Okay,
Twins,
that's.
sorry.
Can I say something? That's an even better setup for the Drewski thing. So can we bring up the Drewski thing?
Yes. Let's go.
This is great
Oh, this
because
was
this
hilarious.
is, guys. I have good news for you. Funny racism is back.
Yay.
We're so back.
Hell yes, it is.
We're so back. Go ahead, Drewski. Take it away.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Yeah! Yeah! Born in the USA! Woo!
Here's the thing. I know he's doing a bit.
Hey, Suanna. Suanna. She's not listening. Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
That's so gangster.
No,
Oh, fucking hell.
I knew exactly what he was gonna do.
Hey, me mom. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? All right, now.
Come on now, you.
The fact he did a tan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
that
that's a
Strider
good- that's a
knows
good
guys
fact.
that look like this. I know what he does.
Hey, you lost, boss? No. What race? You going to NASCAR? Yes, sir. A little bit.
Gotta be out of
about
your
that?
mind.
Find something safe to do, boy.
You wanna die?
He's coming there with a driver.
This is what the hair looks so fake.
Yeah! Woo! Bring on the troops, baby! Oh, that fucker will go. I think.
That's so great.
Randy Van Devin. Oh, South Dakota. Yeah. Damn right. Proud to be American.
Here's the thing.
So much fun.
That guy is. We all know someone who is kind of like that guy. We like being around.
It's
that
funny
guy.
you should say that, Strider. There is somebody. Because. Everyone, can you pull up the next video?
Oh,
I know that
no.
Vaughn.
I know what you're talking about. It's the guy that looks like him.
Conversation about this.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and play it.
All right, I seen the Drewski White Boy skit, and I noticed that he looks familiar. I put my finger on it. I've seen that guy before. Well, I got the tits and everything. But on October 4th, I'm going to be driving a demolition derby car in Bristol. I'd be honored if you'd come watch. For America, I'm up against like these Australians. And hypothetically, if you wanted to be in that derby, I have not cleared this, but I'm pretty freaking sure we could find you a car.
Oh,
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Come to my trailer if you want to. I got a camper down there, a real nice one you can stay in. Fucking hire me, whatever.
that was
He said it like he ended that like he was leaving a voicemail for him.
Yeah.
All right, holler at me, whatever.
Exactly. I want to sit out back and have a
Throat
fucking
cancer.
cigar and drink whiskey all night with both of these guys. This is fucking hilarious. This is great.
Oh my god.
What's so great is like this is you are right, like race-based comedy is back. Hooray, let's go. But this just makes Americans look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because we actually do get
Yeah.
into NASCAR like this, and actually, the guy on the left, we are this nice in general.
Well-
we are this nice to people who seem cool.
Well, it also just goes to show that not everybody's a fucking butthurt, sensitive pussy about this shit either. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there were people who had not awesome reaction to this, who had negative.
Oh, I
reaction
can
to it, said it was
imagine.
stupid.
Oh, I bet.
But here's the thing: the guy who the joke is about, basically, the guy who literally looks just like that, doesn't have a problem with it.
Right.
So anyone else who does have a problem with it is throwing a fit for no reason on someone else's behalf.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
I think
question.
the only reason I saw this video is because fucking Kada shared it.
Shout out Kada. Shout out Kada, friend of the channel.
Has
Act a
anyone
little
seen
too
the
short.
Sarah Silverman program?
Yeah.
Or Jimmy Kimmel, or a Jimmy Fallon, or
Okay.
any late night comic.
Sarah
I thought
Silverman, like
Yeah, the
No,
Sarah
I like
Silverman
Vagabond and-
blackface one was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I like
I used to
Vagabond.
watch that. Oh, my bad.
no, I was just saying I liked you and Vaughn doing movie pitches earlier today in the chat. That was definitely
Yeah, like
definitely something I'd like to
because
see.
I think this stuff needs to come back. Like, so Sarah Silverman, she did an episode on the Sarah Silverman program where she became quote unquote black, but she was doing blackface, and she would go to like a black church. There was black people in the skit, in there as well. I thought it was funny, but years later she got backlash or whatever, so she apologized and I shouldn't have done it or whatever. Not like I thought it was funny then. I still think it's funny now. Just don't apologize. Sarah Silverman, my number's open. Call me. And
Do not call him.
Do not come.
Do not call.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Sarah Silverman, he will say weird things about your feet. Stay away. Protect
Well,
yourself.
there was her in that one movie, wasn't there?
Fuck.
There's a movie with her in the bathtub or whatever, or in like.
Okay.
taking a
All right.
shower.
All right.
But just saying.
I will Google that later.
All right. That's glad we're raising awareness over here. That's what we do over here at the Rogues Gallery when Iron's on here. We raise awareness.
We
That's
don't
great.
have Iron to tell us to stop. So
Yeah. I honestly, dude, I was so happy. I was so happy when I saw this because it's like, finally we're being funny again. We're not.
Well, so you got some people on the right, like, can we do blackface now? Go right ahead. Quit checking it out. Just do it. Like,
Yeah, it's always the people who aren't gonna do it that ask if they can do it. Like the people. Here's the thing: the people who are actually who would actually do it are already doing it, and they're not facing back. Like Sam Hyde probably did. Has Sam Hyde done blackface? I don't want to cast aspersions on the man, but that seems like the kind of thing he would do.
you know,
I'm
we
sorry,
need
but not
we
sure.
need to get Sam Hyde on someday or
You
something.
should do it.
I would like to. I don't know if I'm cool enough for him. I don't know if he would waste his time, but that would be cool. Sam Hyde, friend of the channel. But don't put that in the banner.
What?
Don't put that in the banner. Wait, hold on. No.
Mulatto babies.
This is. We're trying to get. I loved this.
I could fix her.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah,
I know
she's
she
like a
got
turbo
genius.
leftist. That's one that needs the crazy knocked out of her.
I think I'm the
Respectfully.
man for the job.
Actually, you know what? I've changed my mind on this. Do call Vagabond. In fact, if you're any woman who needs the crazy knocked out of you, contact Vagabond. He'll take care of you.
Lesbians, big titty goth bitches, lesbians, Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
Any of you need to get blacked. Call my man Vagabond.
Need to get.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
black from the waist down. I can help. But,
Oh, boy. Hello, YouTube. Nice to meet you. Can't wait to hear from you guys.
I mean, months ago, weren't months ago? Didn't they say that people descended from people Irish, like redheads, are black or something? Like, okay,
Right.
I mean,
Oh, yes,
to get
teachers
into
are-
touch
teachers
grass
are people.
territory right now.
Okay.
So like a lot of, because we do see videos of a lot of these chicks going, oh, there's no guy on the left that's actually feasible for me or some shit.
Right.
Or something around those lines. Why can't I fix Sarah Silverman?
Right.
Fair. Okay.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I think we do on some level have an obligation to, you know, deprogram some of these crazy chicks, you know, kind of bring it back to reality gently.
Yes.
Gently. I'm not saying be mean to them. I'm saying like gently, because you can't. You
Gently,
can't.
lovingly after a couple glasses.
Yeah.
of wine.
Yes, you can't like.
It can't always be that gentle, Theo. A couple
Yeah,
of
well-
stroke, then you got.
I mean, there are cases, even in the YouTube space, where we've seen someone that leans left.
Yeah.
They get married, get the guy of their dreams or whatever,
Yeah.
and they all of a sudden they're the trad wife. You don't
You're
see
talking
them.
about shoe
I'm not.
on head.
Well, I wasn't going to say any names.
Shoe on head.
But
Melanie
there's
Mack is
other
overdue
cases-
for this, by the way. Shout out Melanie Mack, friend of the channel.
But we've seen other cases of this where it's like they're totally unhinged or whatever, or slightly lean left. They
Yeah.
get with the right dude, they settle down, and they're completely normal. Like that's all I'm saying.
That's a real phenomenon. So why aren't you guys, you know, marrying some hysterical leftist harpy? Nate, what's your excuse?
I like my sanity. All right.
Right.
And keep it like that.
Look, if you lay it down right, you get that cigarette moment like in the movie.
Yeah.
The thing is, see, I'm lining myself up just right. I mean, I'm driving a Subaru.
Besides,
Here's the thing. I can tell by the way he said that he's done that shit before. You know what I mean? Like he's actually 100%. He's right. He knows what he's talking about. That's true. He's right.
To be fair, my wife, at least in college, identified as a Democrat, and then I knocked her up, and she saw a sonogram and said, "Oh, that's a whole baby."
You knocked the
and I fixed her.
out of her
With my penis and a baby.
And some of this is just okay because
you know I'm right. Don't look at me like that.
Some of this is true because the leftist presuppositions about the world are you have to not understand reality in order to think that that's a good idea. In order to think that those things are true, and then you confront reality like a sonogram. That's confronting reality. It's like here's reality.
Yep.
Right in your face.
Not only that, but it's inside her growing at the time, and she defended herself mildly, saying that it was because her mother was one. And I'm like, well,
I just want a woman that loves God and might love nerdy shit on the side.
Right, that would be great. Well, you can teach her to love nerdy shit. I will say that. You could teach her that. Here's the thing. No, a girl who likes you is just gonna like what you like. That's the thing. But you gotta like stuff. I think a lot of guys get fucked up. They like the girl and they make the girl the main thing that they like, and then they forget to do other stuff. She actually wants you to do other stuff so that she can like you. She wants you to do, like, you're supposed to kind of be focused on the mission, and then she's focused on you, and you're supposed to be like, oh shit, I forgot you were here. Here, let me do something nice for you. Look at what I made. You know, that's really what they want.
It's only natural in a relationship. Just either side, the man or the woman, or both, is going to be like, all right, maybe there's something I ingest for my partner, some sort of bit. There's some type of giveaway. You might have not.
Should be something. Yeah, really should be something you do adjust. Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Oh no, but like, there's going to be an adjustment period where it's like, okay, like, for instance, a lot of the guys, you might hang out with your boys all the time or every weekend. You know, okay, maybe I could settle down and hang out with the boys once in a while, whatever. And same thing with the girl. Maybe I shouldn't be leftist and I straight up a bit or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a give back and forth or whatever, and that's how you make the relationship work.
There absolutely is. I mean, in all honesty, though, once you have kids, like, all the fucking bets are off, and hanging out with the guys is fewer and far between, and growingly so. The more of them you have, and it's one of those things that just as a man, you make that trade-off because that's what you want to do. You want to have children, and you, even if you don't understand it going in or you don't get it, you learn. It's like, hey, I have to do this. I'm not gonna have time to like go jump out and do shit with the boys. Like one of my buddies from college, like, every year wants me to go deer hunting. It's literally every fucking year is the weekend that's my second child's birthday, and I'm like, dude, I gotta be here for that. Like, I'm gonna be out deer hunting on my kid's birthday. I gotta be there.
Take the child deer hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Do
can
it.
Old enough, obviously, yes.
Yes.
You could take the child deer hunting, or hunt in front of a yard, lay down some corn and shit, and hand your child that rifle and like wait for the deer.
I live in the city. If I lived
No.
where you live, I could put corn down and deer would.
That's
show
the
up.
thing.
I would pull the shit out of them.
Also, handling the rifle could be tricky. How old is the kid? Could be tricky.
Oh, he's what the hell is he going to be this year? 11? He's already
11?
handled the rifle. I've got to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, because I was gonna say if he was a toddler, you might want to start him out slaughtering chickens. Like I started on small animals when I was younger. That's how I got into it.
Shocker.
Yeah, you got into choking the chicken.
That's how it became a sexual fetish.
Wait, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. No, hear me out. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Wait, don't clip that. Wait, that's not. Hold on. Wait. Wait a minute. Hear me out. I do have empathy, by the way. People think I don't, but I do. Okay, let's move off this. Let's move off of this. Yeah, dude. No, 11 is old enough to deer hunt, though. 11 is for sure old enough. And bring them all. Don't you have 2 virile boys? Bring them both on the deer hunting.
He doesn't mind.
I have a 15-year-old who's going to be learning to drive a little bit this weekend as well. See,
awesome.
That part of life, even though he seems apprehensive to it, but we're going to take mom's.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, do you feel like the teenagers now are like way more scared of shit than you were at that age? Because I remember being just like bored. Like I wanted to get into a vehicle and drive as far away from my parents' house as possible as soon as I possibly could. The millisecond that it was possible, that is what I did.
That's why I had a bike, dude. I used to fucking go on like Wednesdays to a comic shop that was 5 miles from my house, and I would just fucking walk there if I fucking had to. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna fucking go somewhere. I used to ride my bike. Like I rode my bike once, like 15 miles to meet this girl to see Harry Potter's second movie. Like I rode my bike one way 15 fucking miles just to fucking go and do that. Dude, I'm very old, dude. That was how old was I then? I was in
Don't put that in the banner. No, not in the banner. That's not good banner. It's not a good banner. I don't like that. Let's not. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. That is not. That's out of context. Oh fuck! That's gonna go in an evidence file. All right. Oh no. Okay. All right. It's fine.
Sorry at all.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, that isn't appropriate. So we'll go to this one. We'll go back to this one real quick. It's a
Please, Sarah.
Okay, but really though, this. I do think the teenagers are more scared of stuff now. I think they're more apprehensive than maybe we were at this age, or what I was at that age.
Gen Alpha is both more based and more concerned about.
I'm scared of heights.
Like doing shit. Like my teenagers but this is the thing. It's literally just a shell you got to crack for them. They'll bitch about things. They don't want to do things. I don't want to do this. The second they fucking do it, like, oh, this isn't so scary, or this isn't so bad, or this like he's so fucking picky. He won't even eat certain things until I just fucking put it in his food and don't tell him. And then it's like, oh, it's fine. You know, it's not a big fucking deal. They just get over it. And this is why. Like back when we were kids, we were constantly being exposed to shit by our boomer parents because they were drinking, smoking, and driving all at the same time while we're in the back seat, unbuckled in a fucking Buick Century, barreling down the freeway while the fucking radiator overheated.
Did you grow up in the movie A Christmas Story? Is that the family you grew up in?
You had
a wood panel Oldsmobile, man. That was my.
I was going to say you've not lived until you've been in the back seat, reverse sitting in a station wagon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think even about that too. Like I guarantee all of us. I don't know about you, Nate, but we all had alcohol before the age of 10.
No! I got you beat on my first birthday. Well, I know what? My dad, rest in peace. On my very first birthday, my dad put beer into my bottle.
Based.
That's the thing. Because like I've been drinking alcohol since I was born.
Well, that's the thing. People used to just be okay. If you read history, okay, the founding fathers were just drunk all the time with everything they did all the time. That was just a thing. It was just normal. It was just normal. You just did stuff drunk.
Because there's a practical reason for that. Water was impotable quite a lot. Like it was not. You couldn't drink a lot of it, or you risked getting sick just drinking out of a pond or something. Especially if it become like cattle runoff.
Like, there's such a negative connotation around the idea of alcohol that, like, I think in all honesty, I think we're at a point where like it might actually create alcoholics because they fetishize it. Like, oh, it's bad, it's bad. I agree with that. It's like, no, it's just it's literally like I have a very hard time getting addicted to things. Like I can't. Like I will get bored of shit on a fucking whim. Like I could drink beer for 2 months straight and then not touch it for half a year because
I'm the same way.
I'm tired
like,
of it.
I don't get tired of stuff. I don't get addicted. So like I can eat the same thing, and plus I've been having an argument with MMA Crease that macaroni and cheese and hot dogs go together.
Hell yeah, they do.
No, they do.
Who's saying they didn't?
Okay, MMA Crease says that sounds.
There's a lot of people that think they don't go
crazy
together.
word.
What?
Yeah,
crazy word.
They're all insane.
It depends on the hot dog. If it's Nathan, if it's like kosher hot dog, because that shit's made with real beef because it's kosher. Oh, it's even better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you accept kosher hot dogs, Strider.
Yeah, I would think that.
Well, you know, during my girl dumped me, so I'm back to my normal life.
Oh.
Like that's the thing. Like I can't. Like if I drink whiskey every night, I would start to build a resistance to it. It's just I have the same problem with like painkillers. I can't take the same painkiller for more than a week, or it doesn't work anymore on me. So it's really frustrating if you have like dental issues, but it works with just about anything else that I take. If I take something consistently enough, my body adjusts to it, and it doesn't affect me. But yeah, it's these. I think they fetishize.
Look, we're fighting dysentery. That's all I'll say.
Well, here's the thing. I'm saying this as a guy who doesn't really drink like that. I understand. Alcohol makes you fat and stupid and unreasonably confident, all in a very short period of time. It can ruin your life very quickly. And I would say probably 90% of the dumb things I've done in my life were done under the influence of alcohol. So I cut out alcohol. Yeah. But even saying that, right, I think Gen Z's aversion to alcohol, like Savage Dad is saying, should not be interpreted as a good thing. It's not like, oh, they should all be alcoholics. It's like what he's saying is very real. This idea of like alcohol is this big, bad, scary thing that I'm not going to touch because it's so bad is actually going to create alcoholics, because then they're going to try it and be like, this shit's awesome.
Exactly.
Well, then they'll also smoke a joint the size of my arm. So I don't know. Is it just because are they aversive to alcohol, or are they just going to weed?
Let me make a point that let me see if I have something here. So this is, I hate to tie everything back to the Minneapolis shooter, but I've been thinking about that a lot lately. And one of the things that was said in what's his face's in the dude's manifesto was that he thought he had given himself lung cancer from vaping, and he didn't want to be a cancer patient, so he'd rather be a school shooter than a cancer patient because he didn't want to burden his family with having a cancer patient. Right? Okay. So setting all that aside for a second. The hypochondria it takes to believe that you have lung cancer from maximum, like let's say he had 5 years vaping under the tail. So he's been vaping since he's 15, let's say. You're 5 years vaping, whatever. To believe that had created lung cancer is hypochondria. That's irrational. That's crazy levels of anxiety, right?
The same level of hypochondria that it takes to convince yourself that you have a woman's brain in a man's body. So
yeah, like you have to be crazy levels of obsessed with yourself, let's say, and thinking about yourself way too much, and just letting those anxiety thoughts spiral. And I think part of it is they're holed up inside and they're online a lot. They're not going outside and interacting with reality, because I think that's what shakes you up and gets you oriented back towards, real life.
Another thing is the cool kids have changed, right? The cool kids used to be the guy that already had a car in high school or whatever. Instead of being in class, he's got a leather jacket and smoking whatever out by his car, and the narcs are not doing anything. Now that guy doesn't exist anymore because the schools won that anti-bullying campaign, which I'm a harp
Mhm.
on forever. Then they made cigarettes the number one to where we don't even have you don't even get the candy cigarettes in your Halloween candy anymore.
Mm.
Which,
that's so annoying.
if there
I
was
love
kids in
those
my neighborhood,
chocolates.
I would go out of my way to put that back in there and shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
I think I blame the cigarette companies for doing this shit, though. They did this shit. Like, cigarettes were kind of cool, but they put so much garbage in them that didn't need that. I don't like cigarettes simply because the taste of the tobacco they use tastes like shit. There are some good cigarettes you can find.
Lucky
I'll
Strike's not
smoke a Cohiba every fucking day of the week if I had the fucking money to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
well, I get that,
cigar
but like
all day
it
long.
used to be, people who smoked cigarettes were the cool thing. Even no matter how many times they showed us that lady with the hole in her neck, that was creepy as shit.
Yeah,
oh
for real.
God.
Yeah, but other than that, all the singers with the raspy voice and shit, that was cool. Now those people don't exist anymore, and
Oh, yeah.
the cool kids are now what you see on TikTok and Logan Paul and that kind of shit.
Oh,
And
God,
guys doing makeup tutorials or whatever.
But see,
Those
I
are
think
the cool kids, though.
I think the Logan Pauls is gonna flame out with the Gen Z.
For
Gen
real.
Z,
Base
Gen
take.
Alpha isn't into that. I mean, they did. Gen Alpha doesn't seem to give a shit about Mr. Beast. They watched Unspeakable as kids and Ryan's World and shit with the toy unboxings. But now, like the older Gen Alpha child that I have is disinterested in just about anything short of video games but not interested in smoking or my alcohol for any means. So he could try a whiskey if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Doesn't like
Okay.
I've been trying. He won't take
so,
it.
Okay, so let me ask you.
developing
So,
taste for this stuff. So
He doesn't
Come on,
carry.
it looks cool.
Does he like? Now he doesn't like Mr. Beast. Does he like? I've heard that they like the live streamers though. Your Kai Snots, your
yeah.
Drewskis, your
I
whoever
just
these
need-
people are.
I'm not sure who he's watching. He thinks Moist Critical is okay, but there's some other guys some other live streamer that he watches.
Hey, I like Charlie.
Who
Don't
it
bully
is.
Charlie.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's what I'm
They
saying
do
is like
live streamers. Live streamers
Okay.
are there.
And that's what-
they're indie guys who do the live streams.
That's what I'm saying. I think Netflix is cooked. I think traditional Hollywood is cooked. I think Disneyland, it's only childless millennials that even go there anymore. There's no kids who are into Disney shit, so they're done. And I think Mr. Beast is going to have the world's shortest run at the top because I think this next generation coming up doesn't give a fuck about Mr. Beast.
They don't give a shit.
Well,
I've had
I think to add to that, there's no more toys made for newer kids, really.
Toys
and
all for
any
adults.
even when you watch an older movie, right? They're
Yeah.
cutting out scenes because it's offensive, or
Yeah.
they'll put up a big thing. This is to the time period of whatever of the 90s or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Or like
Donald Trump and Home Alone 2.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
because here's the thing. So millennials were the ones that were like, we're offended by everything, so we're enforcing this. And then Gen Z got the receiving end of that. And Gen Z women kind of went with it. And Gen Z men started pushing back a little bit. I think Gen Alpha is completely checked out. I don't think they're going to sign up for dating apps. I don't think they give a fuck about wokeness. I think they're going to be more racist, not less.
Hell yeah.
They're going to
Let's
be
go.
more based, not less. More
My
religious.
15-year-old,
Yeah.
As a millennial.
stole my
Mhm.
anti-abortion Trump yard sign that I had. He
Yeah.
stole the one I had behind my desk and put it on his desk in his room.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Based.
Okay.
Based.
my
As-
wife and
It's
I
so
have been
interesting
very,
how we go from
it's-
hyper traditionalism from the 80s and 90s. I lived through that, and then went through the postmodernism and the wokeness. And now we're back to traditionalism because the worst thing to ever happen to wokeness is for it to be mainstream for government and Hollywood and TV to
Yup.
get a hold of it. Because because when it becomes mainstream, it's not cool anymore, and the next generation could be like, "This is gay," and then
So I can
go
tell
back to what it used to be. It's like nice
I'll
little
tell you a
cycle. I
perfect
love it.
instance of that. A perfect instance of that was when back when my now 15-year-old was in 7th grade, and Trump had his mugshot. He told me that a bunch of the kids in his class took that mugshot and they made it their Canvas profile for the school. And Canvas is the learning management system that they have at the school. It's like their little thing that you go to each class in.
That's
and
awesome.
A bunch of kids were making that Trump mugshot because it
Hell
pissed their
yeah.
teachers off. It was
Right.
making their teachers frustrated, and that's what.
And
no
that's
matter
right.
What you do, that's what kids are going to do.
Well, that's
When
exactly
something's
right.
Outlaw,
Well, here's the thing.
I knew the culture changed.
Well, and on top of that, most of I was going to say is we see it too many every single time. It's usually the next generation always rebels against the previous generation.
Exactly.
So it's just going to continue to get. Yeah, it's just going to continue to.
So this is where creating a bunch of white millennial LGBTQ activist teachers, a bunch of white women, sending them into the schools as like true believers and activists to try to spread the ideology. This is backfired horribly because Gen Alpha does not respect them at all. They view their teachers the same way you view your teachers back in the day, whereas they're, you know.
But the best part
I do
about
want
this
to defend
actually,
millennials for a little second.
Go ahead, Vagabond.
Okay, as a millennial, it's a loud minority of the leftist millennials that were it's not all millennials. It's just the loud minority of the theater kids that Theo was saying earlier.
Yeah,
they got the megaphone while the rest of us are just moving on with our fucking lives.
Yeah, the rest of us had to go to work every fucking day and put our pants on one leg at a fucking time and our shoes the same way.
Yeah, I feel like it was like I put my head down, I was working on stuff, and then I looked up and around, and it's like, wait, everything's gay now? What happened?
Exactly.
Well, it's like, why is everyone as soft as Charmin Ultra Strong or some shit?
What happened?
That's the thing about teachers, because I remember watching Breakfast Club. I mean, the principal, the vice principal, or whatever, the one overseeing everybody, I forget his name, is a war vet. Like that guy could stand up. That guy could stand up to Bender's bullshit. He could give it just as well as he could take it. The teachers now cannot take it at all because they were programmed to be weak, baby shit soft, and they have no spine, and especially the teachers unions and their bosses tell them to be baby shit soft and don't bother and don't get any kind of spine, don't get any kind of backbone, don't get any kind of like battleship plate skin to where all this stuff just bounces off. They get burned out so quickly because they have no resilience, and they're facing up to a generation that is absolutely ruthless with them, as they've always been. Kids will always rebel against their authority figures, and that's fine to an extent. But when you're raising authority figures who command no respect and have no strength whatsoever, you're dooming the authority figure, and the kids are never going to learn.
They chased all the masculine men out of that profession, you know. Well, and there's a couple of ways that they did that. One, it's kind of like they made it hard. First of all, you makes it hard to breed if you're a guy who chooses that profession, because you have no money and everybody knows it, right? So it makes it hard to breed. That's tough.
I'm a teacher.
Not good. Not good. Right, exactly. So and then they had the colleges of education were the most ideologically captured by woke bullshit. And so it's very, very hard to exist as a man in that environment unless you're like a sissy girly man anyway. Then you can exist in that environment. So now we got a situation where 80% of the teachers are women, and then probably like 10, 15 of that remaining 20 are effeminate men. So if you are a young masculine guy and you're an independent thinker and you kind of reflexively reject authority, you're going to have a hard time. Who's your role model? Who's going to check you? Who's going to provide you with that ego adjustment? Go ahead, Savage Dad.
No, my wife was just reminding me. So my second son is running for the president of student council currently at his grade school. And I was remembering his poster was, "Let's taco about voting."
Yes.
He's a ginger. He's a ginger like Strider over here. Straight up redheaded little white kid. But he put a taco cat on the poster and everything else. But also from my wife's talking about it in his speech that he gave for student president, he said that we need to make recess great again. I didn't know if it actually made he just showed me the fucking speech thing that he wrote, and I'm like,
that's
yes,
funny.
Yes, let's
I agree.
Go. And I don't know, it seemed to where's your paper?
Yeah. And see, the thing is, like, he's right. Yeah. Like, they're reflexively. This is the thing they can say that's going to irritate their teachers more than anything else in the world. Yes. So it's the first thing they're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're doing. And even my wife was the one that was kind of like said, "Hey, you should talk about making recess great again." And he just he just put it in. I mean, he's 10, almost 11 now. He doesn't care. Like, I'm not even sure how he got into this student council president thing. Just something that came up this year for him, and whatever. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Like, yes, put that in, do that. Let's go, and let's taco. And TACO, with a taco on the poster. We made like paper fucking tacos and jammed them on the poster.
Well,
I've yet to hear a complaint from the school. Now, maybe they realize it's probably futile, given that his parents helped him make it. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. We're just going to put this out there in the fucking world, and we're going to go with it.
You know that teacher that suggested... You know that teacher that suggested to him, why don't you run for student council president, is regretting that.
Regretting it right now.
Like, God
and then,
damn
you know
it.
what? If he wins, I'll make a fucking video. I'll do a live stream of him as Trump.
Excellent.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Great Trump. You
That's
are
just
right there.
all of
Well, also think about it. Why is Trump idolized by like Gen Alpha? Because he's kind of a no nonsense, bullheaded badass who's taken plenty of beatings and then kept going.
Exactly. There's like those women that were complaining, that video of that woman complaining about how her man didn't do anything because these young men, these teenagers who would be Gen Alpha, are basically calling Trump daddy or whatever. And that stupid video we saw, like, that was making the rounds a few weeks back, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. That's where Gen Alpha is. Like, when I make tranny jokes with my, like when my son's like friend is over, my 15-year-old, and his buddy's hanging out, and I make tranny jokes, they're cracking up at it. I'm like, the world is healing. Because I have children, have faith in the future.
Yeah.
I have a direct line to seeing where things may be going.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. Is the reason leftists are so hysterical, is this a part about time horizons? Like, if you're a leftist and you're not going to have kids, you need everything to be good right now or your life isn't worth living. But if you're conservative, you have a family, you have kids, it adjusts your time horizon. Now you're thinking about the future in a different way. Even if your life sucks, Savage Dad, correct if I'm wrong, even if your life sucks now till the end, if you could guarantee a secure, prosperous future for your children, you'd be like, fuck it, whatever, you know?
I'm actively in the process of my life sucking while I make sure that they're happy and their future continues. So, yes.
There you go. I think there's a lot of men who are in that situation. A lot of men who are signing up for that to try to, and probably some women too. I don't know. I don't want to leave them out.
Yeah,
but.
Leftists are the crabs in a bucket, right? So they are miserable, so they need everyone else to be miserable along with them.
I see. Yeah, I think that's probably true.
The ones I've been around, the ones I've seen, the ones I've interacted with, they're not happy right now. They're increasingly anxious and stressed and worried. Whoa, that was weird.
Well, okay. A bit. Honestly, so like, no, even if they were truly happy transitioning, right? No matter what someone called them, it shouldn't have bothered them, right? Someone who actually, like, they do these pride parades. If you actually had pride, you wouldn't be asking other people to give it to you. You just already have it. You know? So
that's the ironic thing about those.
Yeah, like, okay, like, say someone's actually racist and hate me, and me, who doesn't give a shit, all right, more power to them. As long as he's off my fucking lawn or whatever, he can think whatever he wants to.
Get off my lawn!
You know, so it's like I don't need to, and that's the other thing. People, I think the anti-bullying thing also has taught people wrong. Not everyone needs to be your fucking friend. So
for real.
Like someone start in like the wars going on in other countries. Yeah, I feel bad for them or whatever. But it's America first here in my household. I don't give a shit. You know, like, hey, we got our own problems here to solve first before I can try to help yours. And and that's the shit, is like, you have to feel for everybody's plight and all that stuff. And I hear the sad stories or whatever. And some of the shit's pretty terrible and shit. But you know what? I can't take care of you if I can't take care of my own problems first.
No, exactly, dude. When I hear about how, like, children in Africa are starving, or this person needs money for their Make-A-Wish, and I'm like, I gotta go buy my fucking kid's shoes. What's gonna weigh heavier on my list of shit to give a shit about? The fact that I've got to go spend $200 on fucking shoes next weekend, or all of the people starving in Africa for the last century? Well, it's probably going to be my kids' shoes.
A leftist would say, "Oh, you should be concerned about the kids in Africa because then at that point you can get, depending on where they are, you give money to my NGO or my nonprofit, and therefore I can exploit. I can line my own pockets with it."
I'm just saying, It is. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. I'm sorry.
Nope,
Like
nothing wrong with that.
if you worked hard for something and earned it with your own blood, sweat, and tears, or your own two hands, you have every fucking right to want to hold on to that, whether it's money, something you built, or something you own. And to hell with everyone else thinks.
No, absolutely, dude.
Well,
Ayn Rand was not wrong on that.
I was about to
shit.
mention Ayn Rand, yeah.
I knew you were. I had to steal it
Yeah.
from you. No, Ayn Rand was
Wow, I did
like,
not see that coming.
I don't agree with her atheism and other things. Like I'm not a complete like Ayn Rand simp here. But
Atheists are some of the most miserable fucking people on
they
planet
are.
Earth.
I don't think she was miserable. I think she was misguided. And you hear things like
Sure.
when you hear the intro to Fountainhead and other things. I think there's some things that, like, even she questioned it, but she stuck with it. But still, at the end of the day, when it came to like exactly what Vagabond's saying, when you've toiled for your money, and this is at the core of everything leftist, everything to the left, everything collectivist is. They believe they have a human right to your labor, to my labor, to everyone else's labor, but their own.
Sure.
That's the core of it. Without that belief, the whole rest of their ideology falls apart.
Sure.
The thing about selfishness, what needs to be understood, it's not innately a bad thing. If it is, I mean, especially when an entire society which is what Ayn Rand posited, an entire society constructed around the idea of I need to look out for my own best interests. Each individual person does that exact same thing. So, but they are also compelled to work with other people to get the best possible outcome that they can for themselves and for everyone's responsible for their own little village. And so you are more compelled to work in tandem with other people and get along with other people because then it's understood you can get something from everybody else and everybody else can get something from you. So you need to work together. You need to develop systems that keep that in place. That was the entire system of the Old West. Do you think they had a police force out there? Do you think they had any government troops out there? No, they were completely self-sustaining environments where there was a reason that stealing a horse is punishable by hanging. They had no law except for what they made themselves. Whenever someone says, "Oh, the Old West is a terrible thing," that's awesome. Little Sonic the Hedgehog taco.
He just made this. Let's talk about voting. I covered his name for president.
Oh, that's funny.
He just threw that together. That's a rendition of his poster that he
That's
put up around.
awesome.
Nice.
Oh.
But like, for instance, like even when it comes to employment, right? I need a house, I need shelter, I need to pay. Since I currently don't own the land, it might be a job I don't like, but it's my best interest maybe to help myself that if I work for Strider picking cotton or some shit. And,
Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you, Vagabond, for putting that in the world. Yes. Clip it, Weasel. I see you in the chat. Can you please get a video clip of that? I need Strider in the freaking Leo DiCaprio Django meme.
You have my interest. Now you have my attention.
But I might pick enough good
God.
cotton someday. I earn enough to either move on to a better job like cutting sugarcane or some shit.
Also a field I own.
Or
You gotta
shining
work all the way
shoes
up to
or
tobacco.
work my way up to tobacco. Then and maybe I can start working for myself. So I start shining shoes or tap dancing or some shit. And then eventually I get my own car. I get my own place. I move from like a little shed in Strider's field, and then maybe I move into the city or something. Yeah, and then I make a living for myself, and that's how it should be.
I like my shit. All right.
That's just the way it works.
And then after a while, I'll come after you for a job.
Yeah, exactly. After the war and his sugar cane is dead and the tobacco's dried out, he's gonna have to come to you to get some shoe shining.
Oh wow!
I got a lot of cigars from this harvest. I won't have any more. Oh, I can make endless slavery.
I don't know if Theo heard
What
all
the
that.
fuck are we talking about? I left for 2 seconds. We're talking about slavery.
We're talking about
Slavery, the
Strider.
Civil War,
Matt-
picking cotton, Vagabond working
Yeah,
for
but-
me as a domestic.
Oh fuck, dude.
Strider's whipping Vagabond, which is very
Okay,
unsettling to
all
hear
right.
about.
I'm not
Okay.
doing that on screen.
Yes, Strider.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you DeVaughn.
All right. Hello. Hello, YouTube content moderation intern. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for watching my show.
Hey,
Please.
I just want to point out, for the record, the black guy brought it up.
It did start with Vagabond, but
Oh,
I
fuck.
appreciate
It did.
his self-made man level of libertarianism there. But yeah, like
You know
Oh
what?
Lord.
You know what? Vagabond
Build your
has
own thing.
earned it. He's the most American out of any of us right now. So.
Oh,
I do not doubt that.
Yeah, Vagabond is living the American dream, living in his own piece of land out in the country, just doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Just shooting
will
off
have-
guns on New
Exactly.
Year's with nobody
You
to
will have
bother
a
him.
thriving community that will be incorporated into the entire complex of Atlanta within years. I guarantee it. To be like, hey, your neighborhood's looking pretty nice. Everyone's moving to your suburb.
Man, I like Atlanta just needs to okay, I'm only Atlanta for events and shit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so hanging out with Kata and Atreus, right?
Mm.
Yeah, Dragon Con. They seen some shit or whatever. It was some gay shit that happened. They're like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "It's Atlanta, man." It's
It's always
I
He's up,
learned-
Jake. It's Chinatown.
The 2 times I've been to Atlanta, I learned not to be in downtown after the sun starts going down.
Look,
Like,
I'd
you go
rather
down-
be
Oh
in
no,
a
I
sundown
was getting
town.
gas in downtown Atlanta one time. I thought I was gonna get
Look.
killed.
I'd rather a car break down. I'd rather be in a car that breaks down in a sundown town than be in Atlanta.
Oh, fuck.
So I went into Atlanta to find into downtown Atlanta ignorantly to find peach cobbler the first time I went there at 6:30 at night. It was 6:30. Rush hour was still going on, but every single fucking shop in downtown Atlanta had not just changed, but the full blown metal mesh already pulled down. They were all closed. They were gone. They were done.
wow.
There's nothing open. There was this cobbler shop and a fucking edibles place, and that was it. That was all that was open. And I've never
Brilliant marketing.
I've never smelled this much weed in my life, and I've been to fucking parties in like 1,000 square foot fucking flats back in college where all they did was smoke weed. Bare out on the street, walking down the street in Atlanta, I got a contact high walking around. Nobody was around though. Nobody was smoking weed. Nobody I could see, but you could just smell the weed all over the fucking street.
I mean, to be fair,
Oklahoma now.
it's better now. I mean, because police have been going more hardcore over there,
Hell yeah.
especially with GSP. I love watching their. It's like my pastime to watch police chases. I used to watch LA police chases in San Diego, but LA cops can't pit people anymore, which is boring. So
that's
the person could
bullshit.
be driving 10 miles an hour. They have to follow 500 squad cars following behind them.
Oh.
The fucking helicopter had to get fucking gas. That's how long these chases be. in
Oh
LA.
my god.
And but the GSP, you could be driving 200 miles per hour. They would pitch you into a tree and then tell you to shut the fuck up as you're oh, let me call my mama or some shit.
I was like, nope.
On the flip side of Atlanta, though, to this date, still there is no better place I have gone in the U.S. for food. The
Oh,
best
100%.
food.
Even if the
I have
food's good, I
eaten.
still have no desire to go there
The food
ever.
is so fucking
Look,
good.
I-
Oh no, my hotel room
Atlanta's-
was broken into in the middle of the fucking night in Atlanta, or almost broken into. So I understand, but fuck, the food is so fucking good.
Strider, I'll tell you the secret. If it's a black neighborhood, get out. If it's a white neighborhood, you're good. That's all
Park,
you need to do.
East
It's
Point,
all
Really?
about-
any of those places.
Yeah.
watch out.
You know what, I'm not
Just
gonna
go
say
to
that.
all the white area. As a black person, I'm telling you how the peak game is. Go to the white areas. You'll have a lot less issues. It's safer. You eat the good food there. There's a Korean, Japanese area I like to go to.
Okay.
North
Eat a bunch
Atlanta.
of food there. They got all kinds of Japanese and Korean restaurants and stores and shit.
Mm.
I eat like a fucking pig, then drive my ass past Atlanta back down to where I'm at, and then or I only go to events or concerts, and after that I drive my black ass back home.
North Central Atlanta.
You know, it's funny. There's a
East Atlanta was kind of nice too. Like those were the nice spots I went to. Fantastic food out there.
Plus,
like,
we're getting
you gotta be careful.
Yeah, but plus we're getting a lot of Buc-ee's now, so we're getting another Buc-ee. We're gonna probably have the outside of Texas the next biggest place to have Buc-ee's.
Man, I don't know how I feel about that. Like Buc-ee's is a Texas thing. Like you can't.
Wait, it's about to be a Georgia thing now.
I know, and I'm not really okay with that.
It's about to be an Arizona thing. 2020.
It's about to be an everywhere thing. I don't hate I always like the idea of expansion, but it just kind of ruins the specialness of it because it was a Texas thing for a while.
Well, they still have the Texas aesthetic in there.
Yeah, but yeah. I will say though, there was a really good place. The third ward here in Houston is like an award-winning oxtail soup. I didn't get it because it was like $70 for just a cup. It was ridiculous, but it was soul food, so it was black people food. It was great. Walking in there, I was not the only white guy in there. There's a nice little smattering. There's a nice smattering of all sorts of shapes and sizes in there. Best green beans I've ever had. Best fried chicken I've ever had. Best
white
mac and cheese I've ever had. Best mashed potatoes. It was amazing.
You guys need to come to Dragon Con next year. Like Nate, they had a D&D sing-along shit. They have Cleon karaoke.
Nate would be getting so many D&D thoughts there. Like Nate wouldn't know what to do with himself.
They had a whole seminar room for it was like a live D&D with the whole room or whatever. There you go. It's like 40 or 50 cons in one location. I'm sure there's a stand-up comedy night at Dragon Con somewhere for you, Theo. And then
scared to go there.
There's
the old
they got
Theo
a Playboy
back out again.
Look, Dragon Con for Theo. There's a Playboy bunny night on like Friday night.
That'd be for me. No, go. Theo, whatever. I'll do that.
Theo doesn't need that. He's a changed pastor now. He's no longer.
Yeah. Theo can pray for forgiveness the next day.
No, I just wanted the Playboy thing to invite him to church. That's all I did.
Oh man.
That's exactly what he's gonna have to do.
Oh man. That's gonna be tough, dude. Honestly, we got to make a trip out to Dragon Con at some point. We got to get the band together out there because I think okay. So me coming to it as basically a normie and seeing it through Vagabond's eyes, I think would be great for content. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Man, I wish I would have come to Dragon Con instead of going home for my vacation. That would have been a better use of my time.
It's 5 days, 24/7. It's Nerd Mardi Gras, so it's plenty of drinking for everyone. If you don't drink, there's my local SCA dudes are selling giant turkey legs and meat and shit.
Oh, dude, the SCA was there?
Yeah, they make the meat. So we got a special meat that's a Dragon Con exclusive. There's now a Dragon Con exclusive whiskey and a Dragon Con exclusive vodka now. And the vodka bottle was like $65. But it's 5 competing hotels. You don't hear about this anywhere. 5 competing hotels work together to help this event go on. People are using cosplays.
Theo Mercanti.
The mysterious difference between a man and a woman, everybody.
Shit. Oh, shit. He asked for this. Theo asked for this.
Oh, no.
Well, I already showed Theo his cosplay for next year, too.
Which one was before and which one was after?
Yeah.
So all Theo needs a box of grass and just has a sign that says touch grass. There's Theo's cosplay.
Does that box of grass have a hole cut out in the bottom of it?
Mind your business, Strider.
But yeah, there's a couple of people they have like boxes that just says touch grass, and they got some sod or fake grass for people to pet it and say they touch grass, and people just be walking up to them and touching grass. There you go, Theo. There's your cosplay for next year.
Excellent.
Hand up business card.
Theo just puts it on the right over his groin.
That's good brand awareness, actually, if you think about it.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, I almost got kicked off the wall of a Walk of Flame where all the celebrities are because I was filming, and then the lady was yelling at me while I was streaming. I was like, okay, let me tell my chat, but she just kept talking my ear off. And then a
What hole
guy
went out
got kicked out of the vendor hall because he was selling AI art, and they
that's
found
crazy.
out
Saw
about it.
that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Didn't
then,
Vaughn say he was going to try to table there next year?
Yeah, one of his friends, he's trying to get a table for next year. Honestly, it's the place to do it. It's so okay. So MegaCon in Florida, I think, is a giant vendor hall, but it's like 5 floors of like this one big building of like vendor stuff. So you just the very top floor is the top levels where you can got like your comic book guys and book guys there and
Oh,
some
yeah.
art guys or whatever, and you just work your way down. But there's something for everyone, even if you're not into anime, even if you're not into D&D, even if, like there's Star Wars, it's like 40 some cons combined, and I'm stealing that from because I also got to meet at one of Chris Gore's panels, Brian from Scam School.
Is there something for those that don't want to be stepped on?
Yeah, there's that too as well. Like you got yours. You just hang out at the Doctor Who lounge.
That's the chapel.
They got the Doctor Who. I don't watch Doctor Who, but I know they got the stuff there or whatever.
Which Doctor Who are we talking? The
original
Jodie Whittaker
Doctor
and
Who.
onward. Okay, good. The good Doctor Who. Good.
Yeah,
Vagabond.
So, like,
do they have something for recovering man whores? Because if we can get something like that set up for Theo, then he might.
Prof, come on! I told you that.
Yes, they do. I guarantee it. Like, I've seen UPS popes and FedEx popes because there's a hidden lore to that.
Excellent.
So like, there's a guy. Like
that's theocracy.
Yeah, so there's people. There's also the giant spaghetti monster pope that he gives you a shot of Bloody Mary if you say you'll pray to the giant spaghetti monster, and he
excellent. That's a lot of fun.
I could probably cosplay as Nick Rekieta as the law pope.
No,
don't
do that anyways
don't
and
do
try
that.
to get yourself into a three-way situation.
There was one guy I kept seeing that looked like Gavin McGinnis.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, there was a guy I kept seeing. It's just that it was that certain look Gavin McGinnis has. The guy looked like a Gavin McGinnis clone. That was hilarious. I know last year the guy got mad at me because I said he looked like Matt Walsh. He's like, "Oh, please don't call me that."
I would be offended too.
Oh,
I like Matt Walsh. I'm sorry.
No, I do too.
I do too. I hate his pop culture takes, but for the most part, he's pretty spot on.
Yeah, the rest of his takes
I'm telling you, his pop culture takes he's trolling everybody.
I know that, but I wish he'd stop because too many of my idiot relatives and friends and take him seriously, and it really starting to piss me off.
Okay, because if you don't familiar with what he used to be like a radio host, where like it's that super dry humor. Because what he'll do is like, adults shouldn't be having fun if you're a man and you're playing and doing this. There's shame on you. Then literally the next day he'll be posting him doing slides and shit in the fucking snow or whatever.
He still does that too. Which is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I like Matt Walsh.
He gets all the views because people are like angrily watching him for that hot take, and then the next day he's like doing something to contradict. Like people fall for it every time.
Yeah, wasn't there after he had that? Wasn't it? What wasn't it after he had made the hot take about video games? It was later. He was playing video games.
Yeah, wasn't it?
He knows
what he's doing about cartoons or anime or some shit, and then they like made him watch the whole season of One Punch Man.
Whoever suggested One Punch Man, that was the wrong suggestion.
No, Full Metal Alchemist.
No, it was good for the medium
Full Metal
that he was
Alchemist
doing. Like if they'd have done something more, something less
we'll
wild
talk about it.
than
And I
Punch
swear
Man
it's not hentai.
Death Note.
Hey, there we go.
We'll find celebrities. We'll put up celebrities in our space, and what should their be first anime be? Debate.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, Fellas, I'm glad you brought that up, Vagabond, because it is time to wrap the show up. We're going to have to start doing outros. It always takes us for fucking ever to do it. Vagabond, since you're already going, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your show? I swear it's not hentai.
Okay, before that, you can find me every Friday, well, mostly every Friday here, unless I'm at the event, at Iron Oxides, the Weekly Rogues Gallery. Saturdays, you can find me on Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass. Saturday nights, I'm on Anime for the Homies on the For the Homies podcast channel. And then every Sunday on my channel, same name, The Runaway Vagabond, I host I Swear It's Not Hentai podcast. Whether you're a gooner, non-gooner, which you watch anime, don't watch anime, whether you hate it or love it. It's a real crazy stream. We go on with all crazy topics, weird, obscure anime that's in my head. And that's not just the mainstream stuff that I scared Theo with and the rest of the panel. It's real fun and it's supposed to be chaotic. We can have up to 12 people on the panel at a time, which it sounds weird, but yes, it goes in the theme of the show. So tune in every Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Excellent. All right, Professor Savage Dad, how are things with you? What kind of cool stuff are you getting into?
Let's see. This weekend I have, at some point, once again, I got another comic book review going on with Laps Comic Fan with the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner Compendium review. I also have, and I'll be trying to obviously grift some attention out of this, because it showed up earlier than I expected. I will be doing a Golden Patriot review of Yellow Flash's comic with Bat Sauce sometime this weekend. I'm going to read this tonight. I'm looking forward to it. So
don't let him hit your car.
Yes, exactly. No, not Vagabond. No, Vaughn is the one that hit my car. This isn't Phenomenova. I don't think the Golden Patriot or Yellow Flash is going to damage my vehicle. There's no proven history of that yet. Only Vaughn Coleman has damaged people's vehicles while recovering. That's the only thing we have any evidence of. Besides that, next week I'll be doing my regular commuter convo streams. I may be back here next Friday. I'm not sure. I might have something going on that night, so still not sure on where that's going to go. Other than that, the only thing I've got coming up is I don't know, banging my wife and having a good
MSK.
Yeah, except when I say it, it's actually real. But I just wanted to put it out there. I actually know what it tastes like.
Oh man, god damn. Well, on that note, speaking of guys who don't know what it tastes like, Full Metal Nate, you're here. You have some projects coming up that we're all very excited about. I'm a part of it.
Yes,
I'm a part of it, and by the way, eventually we are going to do stripper D&D. At some point, that's going to happen. You're definitely going to date one of them. I'm going to set it up. We're going to make it happen.
What? Do that before Dragon Con, so that way when he goes to Dragon Con,
absolutely.
In D&D ho pussy.
No, that's the thing. You need to increase the amount of hoes that you have, or you're not going to act right when you see one of these cosplay girls up close. It's not going to be good for you.
You'll be like
people who have got married because they found the love of their life at Dragon Con.
See, it happens.
Maybe we get you in the D&D setting with all the D&D folks, and you're going to find the love of your life.
So in all seriousness, Nate, you know how I talk about you can be more attractive in like certain situations or to certain types of women. Okay, the fact that you're a super creative dungeon master with a D&D YouTube channel makes you like turbo attractive to like D&D art hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's right in your wheelhouse. Those are going to be like alt chicks, fucking nose rings, titty tattoos, all that shit, you know, but they're a little bit autistic and they don't like to go outside, which is perfect because you live in a tiny home.
Nose rings.
You're already peaked for that when you're like, I'm a D&D YouTuber. I've run
dude. That's like a rock star to them. That's like a rock star to them, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, dude. Anyway, what kind of stuff are you getting into?
Well, at the beginning of the show, I mentioned that Curse of Strahd is coming back this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. EST.
Whoa!
You're going to be over there. Iron's going to be there. Tiny, Darnell, the whole crew's back. Strider, you're welcome back at any time, buddy. But working on a secondary D&D show for newcomers to the game that have never played a game of D&D in their life, but they want to get into it. I basically help them make a character, put them through the ringer, and at the end of it, they tell me whether or not they'd want to do it again. Campaign 2,
There you go.
I've already got a good plot synopsis written down for it. I just got to start working on individual sessions and stuff. It just kind of depends on who shows up. I think campaign 2 is going to be a lot more free flowing than Curse of Strahd. It's also going to create a lot of opportunities for me to have more people on my channel. You know, I think putting everybody in a guild is pretty much a good idea because I can have new players show up at any time and it not like complicate things.
Okay, hear me out. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you keep the core cast small, you could have a rotating guest seat each episode. You know what I mean? They did that. Was that Harmon Quest that did that? And they had a rotating celebrity guest. And so you're just like, oh, you're in this town and you happen to run into Aubrey Plaza. Whoa! And then it's, you know what I mean? It's,
right.
That could be fun.
Plaza got. I know she's single now, so she can hit me up too. So my DMs are open.
She's a widow, but I get it.
Drunken, add Aubrey Plaza to the.
Oh my god!
Look, Aubrey Plaza and Jenna Ortega. I'm telling you, I would eat that ice cream up any day.
God. All right, that's
anyway.
Right.
And when I'm not doing D&D stuff, you can find me on the weekly Rogues Gallery with Iron Oxide. You can find me over on Touchgrass with Theo Snodgrass on Saturdays. Theo, I don't think I will make this weekend's episode. I've just got too much going on tomorrow.
That's all right, buddy. No worries. No worries.
And then on Thursdays, you can find me on Third Relify's channel over on Rumble. He and Gina put on a very fun and entertaining show. It can get a little crazy over there, but you know what? It's still fun. I enjoy hanging out with them. And that's it.
All right. Sounds good. And, of course, Strider, we have you here when you're not, skulking out Asian girls at anime festivals or whatever it is you get up to.
That was just that one time and the second time and the third time.
And last night.
And last night. And
then 2 hours ago.
I don't have a problem. Shut up.
We stopped on his way home from work.
Not doing that again. That not going to do that the third time. But yeah, you can find me every Friday here at the Weekly Rose Gallery and also on Touchgrass on occasion. And I've been really enjoying Theocracy, so it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Very cool. And of course, Drunken Emerald Arrow, Mr. Producer, 99 overall producer, couldn't run the show without you. I know you're launching the new season of your show coming up here pretty soon. Tell us all about that.
Okay, well, starting off tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. PST over on Sammy 3-Piece channel. We are actually this week doing a Cavecast where we are going to be talking about Catwoman. Then at 11 a.m. PST over on this channel is Touchgrass Theo Snodgrass, where I produce. And then the return of insert title here at 7 p.m. PST on my channel. It'll be the new time going forward on Saturdays. Then Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST, Nerds Covering the News, and then back over to Devil Made Me Do Its channel for Make Me a Sandwich starting at 7 p.m. PST.
Awesome. Fantastic. And I am your host, of course, Theo Snodgrass, comedian and podcaster out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I host a show called Touchgrass with Theo Snodgrass, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I also host Theocracy with Theo Snodgrass, 10:30 a.m. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays. 11 a.m. Pacific time, Saturdays. That's Touchgrass. I'm also on this show on Fridays. I'm on Iron's other show, Ironcast, on Thursdays. And I'm also going to be doing D&D with Nate on Sundays, and I'm gonna be doing I Swear It's Not Hentai with Vagabond on Sundays. Bro, I've read so many of these fucking mangas now. I'm gonna tell you what I think about him. He's put me on some shit, bro. I just keyed up Ghost Stories. I'm gonna be watching some of that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be
you're gonna let him get into that manga.
See,
yes.
I just want to add real quick. People be like, oh, they're just their favorite anime and be suggesting it. No. Tailor it to that person's personality. Theo's a comedian. Give him some comedic anime to fit his personality.
That makes sense.
Ghost Stories is where it's at.
All right, fantastic. All right, folks, it's about that time. We're gonna wrap up the stream, and for those of you that have never seen Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass, which is probably none of you, enjoy the intro to that as the outro for this video. And it's a big, nice little trailer for my show. Get you excited to come see it tomorrow morning. All right, take it easy,
Hell
folks.
yeah.
Look at that grass. Stanley's grass look good. This Johnson grass look good. Well, look at my grass. No. Look at that grass.
Are we looking at Arz's cat now?
Yes.
Is that
Sorry,
what-
I didn't hear a damn thing you said.
All right.
And cause I was a gazillionaire and I like building so much, I cut that grass for free.
The species is dying. The birth rate is plummeting. Women are chopped. But yeah, you know what? Get a fucking cat.
I know even more about grass.
I can't fucking take it.
That's a good intro.
Love it.
Aaron did a great job on that.
You know, at first it was get a fucking cat, and now it's the grass at the end.
So you are aware, we are still live.
We are live.
Oh, we are live.
Technically, yeah, because the outro has to play out. So,
Theo has a hard time.
oh, it is?
Good night, everybody.
did I boomer it?
Yeah, you both did.